Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel at Design with Maha. In today's vlog, we will be learning about how to create an simple object in Blender. In order to do that, here as you can see, I'm deleting this default cube. The shortcut is going to be Ctrl X to delete, or you can right click and you can delete the object. And towards the top, I'm going for add. Under add mesh, under mesh, I'm choosing cylinder. And once you create the cylinder below, you can see the add cylinder properties option. There under vertices, I'm changing the count into 24. And here under cap fill type, I'm going for nothing which will delete the inner side of my cylinder. So here as you can see, this is how the cylinder will look like. As in the inner area will be deleted completely, which is happening in object mode. So once you're done with this, I'm changing this object mode into edit mode. So under edit mode, this is how the cylinder is going to look like. And now I'm using my scaling tool in order to scale the bottom part of the cylinder. In order to do that, highlight the bottom edges and go for shortcut S in your keyboard in order to scale it evenly. So here as you can see, I'm using the shortcut S and I'm pushing it towards the inner side to scale it evenly. So this is how the cylinder output will look like, where the top view will be like this and the bottom view will be like this. So once we're done with this, under vertex I'm choosing new edge vertices where the bottom part will be covered. Under faces I'm going for insert faces where I'm creating the depth of my bottom. So this is how the cylinder part will look like after converting it into one particular object. So once I'm done with this, now I'm choosing my loop cut option towards the left side. So once I choose the loop cut, I'm going to use the bevel here. So here as you can see, I'm selecting this particular circle and clicking on to shortcut Ctrl B. The shortcut for bevel will be Ctrl B, and I'm maximizing it towards the corners like this. So once it is done, here under the segment, I'm giving 7. The segment is up to you. How much of the segments you want, you can give it. But the segment has to be done after giving the shortcut Ctrl B, which is for bevel. So once I'm done with this, I'm changing the option to faces towards the top. And this is how the faces will look like. So after changing the option to faces towards the top, I'm choosing face. Under face, I'm going for the option poker face. So this is how the pattern will look like under poker faces. I'm choosing this edge. After choosing this edge option here, as you can see, we're just going to highlight any two of the edges by holding Control. So by holding Control, I'm highlighting two edges. So once the edge selection is done, the shortcut is going to be Shift G in order to select it towards equal length. So after the edge selection is done, like this, select any two edges by holding Control and go for the shortcut Shift G to select the equal length, and this is how the length will be selected for you. Once the length is selected like this, I'm going for face and I'm going for insert faces where I'm going to push it towards the inner part where I'm equalizing that particular pattern which was highlighted with the help of equalizing length in order to give an extra finish like a design for it. So here as you can see, I'm giving an emboss effect for the object like this. So once you are done with this particular thing, and I'm clicking onto the loop option again where I'm choosing to highlight the circle towards the top and I'm pushing it towards the top corner where I will be giving the thickness for the edge over there. So here you have the thickness value or number of cuts you want. If you want, you can choose it accordingly, or if you're done with this, so this is how the model is going to look like. So once I'm done with all this editing part, as you can see with the emboss effect and all, so once the entire part is done, I'm changing my edit mode into object mode. So this is how the object is going to look like. And now in order to add few more touch on to it, under modify towards the right side, I'm going for add modifier. I'm choosing the solidify option which was taught in the previous blog. So I'm choosing the thickness accordingly and the offset. So once I'm done with this, again I'm going for the modifier. I'm choosing the subdivision surface which will give you the smooth texture as we saw in the previous blog itself. So here now, as you can see, this is how the object is going to look like by using the loop kit and by creating the vertices and also by adding the faces. And one more option which we saw today was by adding an equal length by clicking Shift G. So this is how the object is look like. Now coming back to the shading part, I'm choosing the shading option. Under I'm selecting this image texture from add. I'm going for the texture option and I'm choosing this image texture. I have already downloaded few image over there. So either you can create a new image texture or you can open the default one. So I have it in my desktop. I haven't pattern downloaded previously. I'm opening that particular image. And now we are going to connect the color node into the base color. So here as you can see the texture is applied accordingly, and here you have the linear pattern and the closet pattern, which is nothing but as for few textures the pattern may differ and the kind of picture may differ for you, so you can choose it accordingly. But here it is going to be linear and this image is going to be single image. I'm not changing anything accordingly. So once I'm done with this particular add-on technique, I'm planning to give some metallic finish for this particular object under this texture. So I'm connecting this color node into the metallic one. So here as you can see, I'm connecting the color node into the metallic one. So this is how the metallic finish will be given for my object. So now as you can see, the final output is done. In order to look into an image output, go for render image towards the top, or the shortcut will be F12. So here as you can see, this is the final object which we have created in Blender with the help of loop cut Shift B to equalize the length, and also by giving bevel option Control B, and by selecting the edges and by scaling it by using the shortcut S. Hope you people like this vlog. In the upcoming vlog, we will be learning about few more advanced technique in Blender. If you people find this video useful, do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.